Tribe Uganda, to me and my company, it's a guild that we subscribe to that helps take on some responsibilities that we find quite difficult. At the end of the Digiart Fest, we asked ourselves questions. We sat down and did a monitoring and evaluation session, and we asked, okay, did we leave an impact? Were any of our items bought? And we realized, oh, hold on, in order for anything to be bought, something needs to be sold. Do you have anything for sale? Nope. But what did we have? We had a lot of hands-on training, quick skill training, because we do a lot of 3D printing and a lot of design concept development, so drawing. So what the Digiart Fest did was help us identify that gap, but also got us into the public eye, got us to answer questions from so many people, which was beneficial in that now we structured ourselves in a easy to understand way, so we don't have to explain ourselves 10 times. We just say it once, someone sees our work once and knows what we do. We have things we've done during the year that will be showcased at the Digiart Fest. We had an internship period, and we got it's called internship, but it's industrial training. So we had an industrial training period. We got 7 interns, and those 7 interns built a 3D printer. That's so awesome, and learned how to develop stories and how to build them. So they do have a stop motion story that they're going to showcase. If we could have a more streamlined education towards what the creative economy can do for the country at its current stage of development, and given the chance that maybe, you asked about 10 years, you see, that's a nice question, but if nationally we don't even have it in our plan, then it makes no sense. I can have this dream, but then this is where I am located. If policies, if things are not put in place to help that 10-year dream or even 1-year dream, then I'm just dreaming. From the Digiart Fest this year, one is I want my industrial trainees to get the shock of their lives when they get to meet so many possible critics, because they're going to critique their work. University has a way of keeping students and kids in a bubble, so when they get out, the bubble bursts. So either you land on your feet or you land on your face. But I also want to see more creatives. I just want to get to interact with many more creatives. Since this is the second Digiart Fest, I think we've garnered some ground, so people may know of what we're doing. So I want to see. I really want to see what new technologies and what new digital art forms exist, and who is participating in them, and how we can collaborate. The creative collective can create a standard by getting artists and designers to at least streamline their service ranges in terms of cost, because getting one price is going to be hard. The economies, the standards of living in these different areas are really different, but at least there's a range that can be agreed upon, such that if you go to someone and they're like, I want an animation done 30 seconds, 2 characters, they give you a range. They give you a range, and then you go to another one and they still fall within that range. It's a bit of a standard as compared to, hey, I found someone who will do it at 10% of what you're telling me. Most times my responses go with that person. So yeah, it would be a range standard, a quality standard, and not just quality in terms of output, but quality in terms of content and story. Oh wow, that's a big dream, and I'm a believer of dreams. I think we can definitely come up with a feature. We just have to work out the logistics as well. If we could promote most of our literal arts, if people could be able to write their stories in the different languages, If we could engage not just with the youth, but with the older folk who tell folklores, if we could listen to more of the recordings or maybe the local songs, this is content that can be used to develop most of our creative deliverables and outputs. And because they're unique to us and unique to the region, I think this is something that other regions can get to see. It's actually, I consider it a form of tourism. Keep developing your skill. There's no one time where you're going to be the maestro. You'll be good, but for every time you feel you're good, just know there's someone better. And always strive to be honest in your work. Be ethical. And finally, learn the business side of your skill, because later on, skill can only take you so far. But if skill is coupled with the ability to have a smiling bank account, it's a good life.